Have you ever wanted to say something in English, but just didn't know the right word? Maybe you were having a conversation, and suddenly your mind went blank. You couldn't remember how to say the simplest thing. You felt stuck, frustrated, maybe even embarrassed. You're not alone. Every English learner has been there, and the problem? It often comes down to vocabulary. You see, vocabulary is the foundation of everything in language. It's how you express your thoughts, share your feelings, and connect with others. Without the right words, even the best grammar can't help you. That's why today, we're focusing on building your essential English vocabulary. The words that are used most often in everyday conversations, not fancy words, not rare or academic words, just simple, powerful vocabulary that helps you talk clearly and confidently. Because when you know these words, you don't have to stop and think every time you speak. You don't have to translate in your head. You just talk naturally. And here's the good news. You don't need to memorize thousands of words to sound fluent. In fact, studies show that just 800 to 1,000 of the most common English words make up over 80% of daily conversations. That's right. You can say so much with so little. So if you feel overwhelmed by how many words there are in English, take a deep breath. We're going to make it simple. In this video, you'll learn practical words and phrases you can use in real conversations. We'll go over everyday actions, common questions, useful responses, and words for your daily routine. And the best part? You won't just learn the words. You'll hear them in real, natural context, so they actually stick in your memory. Because learning a new word means nothing if you forget it the next day, but when you hear it, speak it, and use it in conversation, you make it yours. So let's begin this journey. One word at a time. Grab your notebook, or just listen closely. We're going to explore the power of simple vocabulary that helps you speak English with clarity, confidence, and joy. Let's get started. Let's start with the words you use every single day. We'll begin with the core actions, simple verbs that describe what we do in everyday life. Words like go, as in, I go to school, I go shopping, I go home. So simple and so useful. Come. He comes to work late. Can you come with me? Eat. I eat breakfast at 7. What do you want to eat? Drink. I drink water. She's drinking coffee. Make. She makes lunch. Can you make a plan? Take. Take a seat. I take the bus every day. These 6 small verbs, go, come, eat, drink, make, take, appear in thousands of conversations every day. When you're learning vocabulary, don't chase big, complicated words. Master the ones that people use the most. Now, let's add some more. Want. I want to learn English. Do you want some tea? Need. I need help. She needs time. No. I know the answer. Do you know him? Think. I think it's a good idea. What do you think? Say. She said it's okay. What did you say? Tell. Can you tell me your name? I told him everything. With just these 12 verbs, you can express so many thoughts, feelings, and decisions. Try using them in your own sentences. Even just talking to yourself. Say them out loud. Make them feel natural. Now let's move to something else that's important. Polite words and expressions. Words that make conversations smoother, kinder, and easier. Like, please. Can you help me, please? Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry. Sorry I'm late. I'm really sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me, where's the bathroom? You're welcome. When someone says, "Thank you," you smile and say, "You're welcome." These small words are powerful. They show respect. They help you build friendly relationships. And they make people feel comfortable talking to you. So don't ignore them. Use them often. Make them part of how you speak. Next, let's talk about words for everyday situations. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. What do you say? Usually you start with hi or hello, then maybe, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? These are basic, but very important. Now let's build more around that. You could say, nice to meet you. What's your name? Where are you from? Do you live here? These are the first steps of real connection. And then, maybe the person asks, what do you do? That means, what's your job? You can answer with, I'm a student. I work in an office. I'm a teacher. I'm learning English. So you see, we're building sentences now. And each sentence comes from just a few small, powerful words. Let's pause here for a moment. Take a deep breath. Say one or two of these example sentences out loud. Let them feel natural in your mouth. 'Cause learning vocabulary is not just about reading. It's about using. The more you use words, the more you own them, and the more you own them, the easier speaking becomes. We're just getting started. Next, we'll move into everyday objects, the things around you that you see and use every day. Ready to keep going? Let's move on to the next part. Now, let's take a walk around your daily life and name the objects you see and use. We'll begin. In the home. Where you wake up, where you eat, where you rest. These are words you'll use every single day. First, in the bedroom, bed, pillow, blanket, closet, clothes. You might say, I get out of bed at 7. I put my clothes in the closet. Simple words, but important words. Now let's move to the bathroom. Toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, towel, shower. You could say, I brush my teeth with a toothbrush and toothpaste. I take a shower every morning. You see, this is your daily life, and these are your daily words. Now let's go to the kitchen. Fridge, stove, plate, cup, spoon, fork, knife. I keep juice in the fridge. Please hand me a spoon. Let's eat. Even this simple sentence, let's eat, is used all over the world, every day. That's what makes it powerful. Next, the living room. Sofa, chair, TV remote, lamp, table. You might say, she's watching TV on the sofa. Turn on the lamp, please. You're starting to see how everything around you can be part of your vocabulary practice. Let's move outside. When you walk down the street, you see cars, buses, road sidewalk, store, park, people. You can say, I walk to the store. I take the bus to school. I see kids playing in the park. It's not about using big words. It's about using the right words, clearly and confidently. Now let's talk about things inside your bag or backpack. Phone, wallet, keys, pen, notebook, headphones. I write in my notebook. I listen to music with headphones. Oops, I forgot my keys. All of this is real English, not textbook, not memorized, but spoken from life, spoken from habit. And the more you see these words in your daily life, the more you'll remember them. Here's something you can try. Walk around your home and name the objects in English. Out loud. You can even point to each one. Table, chair, window, door, light. Don't worry about grammar here. Just focus on connecting English words to the things you see every day. This is how children learn language, and it still works, no matter your age. Now let's add another layer. Not just objects, but feelings. Emotions are a big part of conversation. So let's learn the words for how we feel. Happy, sad, tired, hungry, angry, excited, scared. I'm tired today. She looks happy. They were excited to travel. He was scared of the dark. These are everyday emotions and very useful in speaking to friends, co-workers, or even strangers. Learning emotional words helps you express what's happening inside, not just what you see outside. And that helps your conversations become more real and more human. So remember this, vocabulary isn't just about knowing things. It's about expressing thoughts, actions, and feelings. That's how you make English part of who you are. In the next part, we'll go even deeper. We'll talk about phrases and collocations, word pairs and expressions that native speakers use every day without even thinking. Stick with me. This is going to get really exciting. Let's take everything we've learned so far. And now begin to explore how words come together. Because in real conversations, we don't just say single words. We say phrases. We say things that sound natural. And this is where we begin learning something powerful called collocations. Collocations are words that often go together. Native English speakers use them every day, without even thinking. For example, you don't say, make a photo. You say, take a photo. You don't say, strong rain. You say, heavy rain. We don't say, do a mistake. We say, make a mistake. These are the natural word pairs of English, and learning them makes your speech more fluent, more automatic, more native-like. Let's look at some everyday collocations, daily activities. Take a shower, make the bed, brush your teeth, catch a bus, have breakfast. You could say, I take a shower every morning. She makes the bed after she wakes up. We caught the bus at 8 a.m. These are common and powerful. Let's look at some collocations with make and do. Two verbs learners often confuse. Use make when you're creating something. Make a cake. Make dinner. Make a decision. Make a plan. Use do for activities, tasks, or work. Do homework, do the dishes, do business, do exercise. For example, I'm going to make dinner tonight. Please do the dishes after we eat. She made a decision to travel. He did his homework before playing games. These collocations help you avoid unnatural combinations, and over time they become automatic. Let's learn collocations with have. Have is a very common verb in English, but we use it in phrases like have a drink, have a rest, have fun, have a chat, have an idea. Examples, let's have a chat later. I had a great time at the party. She has a cold. She's staying home today. These sound casual and natural, and they're used in conversations every single day. Now let's talk about some everyday phrasal verbs. These are short phrases with a verb plus a small word like up, out, in, or on. They're super common and very useful. Here are some simple examples. Wake up, I wake up at 6. Turn off, please turn off the light. Pick up, can you pick up the phone? Go out, we went out last night. Sit down, please. Get up. He gets up early every day. Phrasal verbs can be tricky because the meaning often changes. For example, take off can mean to remove something, like shoes or a jacket. Take off your shoes before entering. But it can also mean an airplane leaving the ground. The plane takes off at 9:30. That's why it's important to learn these in context, not just as single words, but by listening to how they're used in conversations, Let's do something fun now, a little quiz. I'll say a sentence, and you guess the missing collocation. Ready? 1. Every morning, I diaz in the shower. Did you say take? Yes, take a shower. 2. We andi. A lot of fun at the concert. Did you say had? Correct. Have fun. 3. Please off the TV. Turn? Yes, turn off. These small exercises help your brain build strong connections, and when you hear these phrases again, you'll recognize them instantly. That's how real fluency grows. Not by memorizing long lists, but by repeating useful natural patterns. Before we close this part, let's talk about speaking practice. A great way to improve your vocabulary is to use word chunks or sentence starters. Here are a few examples you can practice out loud. Every day my favorite thing is, I don't like to. I want to learn. Now you try. Say them with your own ideas. I usually eat breakfast at 7. Every day I walk to work. My favorite thing is listening to music. By repeating these chunks daily, you get faster, smoother, more confident, and confidence is everything in communication. In the next part, we'll explore common words and expressions used in different types of conversations, at the cafe, at the doctor, at work, or with friends. You'll learn what to say and how to say it naturally. Let's keep building your vocabulary. You're doing amazing. Now that you're feeling more confident with word combinations and everyday expressions, let's move into real situations, moments that happen in daily life, where vocabulary matters most. Because vocabulary is more than just knowing words. It's about knowing the right words for the right situation. So let's go through 4 everyday settings and explore useful words and phrases for each one. At the coffee shop, at the doctor's office, at work, and when meeting new people. Are you ready? Let's begin. 1. At the coffee shop, you walk into your favorite cafe. You're ready to order something delicious. But what do you say? Here are some common words and expressions you'll hear or use. Can I get I'll have a medium or large, for here or to go. Would you like cream or sugar? Here's how a short conversation might sound. Barista. Hi there. What can I get started for you? You. Hi, I'll have a medium latte, please. Barista. Sure thing. For here or to go? You. To go, please. Barista. All right, that'll be $4. Simple, friendly, real. You don't need big vocabulary, just the right words at the right time. Practice saying this kind of exchange aloud. Imagine yourself in line at a real coffee shop. It helps you feel prepared when the moment comes. 2. At the doctor's office. This one is important, especially when traveling. Here are useful words and phrases for seeing a doctor. I have a headache. I'm not feeling well. My stomach hurts. I've had a cough for 2 days. Do I need medicine? Is it serious? How long will it last? These are helpful when describing symptoms or asking questions. Let's try a simple conversation. Doctor. What seems to be the problem today? You. I've had a sore throat for 2 days and I feel very tired. Doctor. Have you had a fever? You. Yes, a little bit. This kind of vocabulary helps you stay safe, understood, and calm. Even in uncomfortable situations, it's not about sounding perfect, it's about being clear. 3. At work. If you're working in an English-speaking environment, there are many common phrases and words you'll hear. Let's go over some. Let's schedule a meeting. I'll send you an email. I'm running late. Can we talk about the project? What's the deadline? I'm working on it. It's almost done. Let me know if you need anything. These phrases are helpful in team conversations, writing emails, or having quick chats at the office. Example: colleague, "Hey, did you finish the report?" You, "Not yet, but I'm working on it. I'll send it by the end of the day." Now imagine how much easier your job becomes when you can say what you need with confidence. These words help you sound professional and friendly. Fourth, meeting new people. Let's talk about everyday English for social situations. When you meet someone new, you want to sound natural and friendly. Useful words and questions include, "Hi, I'm your name. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? What do you do? Do you live around here? What kind of music do you like? Have you been here before?" These are good ways to start a conversation, and to keep the conversation going, try these responses. "That's interesting." "Really? I didn't know that." "Same here." "Me too." "Wow, tell me more." Let's try a mini dialogue. You. "Hi, I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you." Stranger. "Hi, Daniel. I'm Amina. Nice to meet you too." You. "So, where are you from?" Amina. "I'm from Morocco. And you?" You. "I'm from Brazil. Is this your first time at the event?" Amina. "Yes. It's been really fun so far." You. "Same here. I love meeting new people. That's how vocabulary creates connection." Now here's a bonus tip. Whenever you learn new vocabulary in a conversation, write it down. Keep a small notebook or use your phone. Create your own word diary of new expressions you hear or say. Then, review it each night. Speak them out loud. Create your own example sentences. This habit turns passive vocabulary into active vocabulary. Words you hear become words you speak. Next, we'll explore how to describe your feelings, opinions, and ideas clearly in English, even when you don't have perfect grammar, because expressing how you feel is one of the most powerful skills you can develop in any language. Ready to continue? Let's go. So far, we've explored words for everyday places, like coffee shops, workplaces, doctor visits, and meeting new people. But now, let's go deeper. Because communication isn't just about objects or actions. It's also about you, your emotions, your thoughts, and your ideas. And to express yourself clearly, you need vocabulary that speaks to how you feel. Today, we're diving into emotional and expressive vocabulary, words that help you say what's inside your heart and your mind. Let's begin. Describing your feelings. Feelings are part of every conversation. Whether you're happy, frustrated, tired, or excited, being able to express emotions in English helps you connect more deeply. Here are some everyday words to describe emotions: happy, excited, nervous, sad, angry, confused, tired, surprised, bored, lonely. Now let's use them in short, clear sentences. "I'm so happy today." "She looked really tired after work." "He's nervous about the interview." "We were surprised by the results." "I felt a little sad when I left." These sentences are simple but powerful. They allow others to understand your emotional state, and that creates connection. Now try these phrases. "I feel great." "I'm not feeling well today." "I'm in a good mood." "I'm stressed out." "It was a bit disappointing." "That made me really angry." Practice speaking them aloud. Say them slowly. Use your tone and face to match the feeling. Because expressing emotion in English is not just about words, it's about energy. Sharing your opinions. In conversations, we often talk about what we think. Let's look at useful vocabulary for sharing your opinions in everyday English. Start with these sentence starters. "I think." "In my opinion." I believe. To me, I feel like. Examples. I think learning English is fun. In my opinion, this restaurant is the best. I believe we can do it. To me, music is very important. I feel like it's going to rain. These are safe, natural ways to share your voice, and when you agree or disagree, try these phrases. I agree with you. That's a good point. I see what you mean. I'm not sure I agree. I think it depends. These soft, respectful expressions help you speak your mind without sounding rude or harsh. They give you power and keep the conversation open. Expressing ideas clearly now. Let's focus on expressing bigger ideas. You may want to explain your thoughts in a longer way. To do that, you can use connectors, words that link your ideas together. Here are some common connectors: because so, but also, even though. That's why. For example, examples. I didn't go out because I was tired. I like this book, but it's a little long. She studied hard, that's why she passed. I love cooking. Also, it helps me relax. Even though it was raining, we went for a walk. These simple connectors make your speaking smoother and your meaning clearer. They turn basic sentences into real conversation. Building confidence in expression. The more you use vocabulary like this, the more confident you become in conversations. But here's something important. Don't try to use every new word at once. Instead, choose 2 or 3 new phrases per day. Use them when talking to yourself, writing in your journal, or texting a friend. Let's say you learn the word frustrated. Try saying, I feel frustrated when I don't understand. Learning grammar sometimes makes me frustrated. When I feel frustrated, I take a break. Now that word is yours. You've spoken it. You've used it in context. It's no longer just a vocabulary word. It's a tool you can use anytime. A quick practice challenge. Let's practice together. Listen to these sentence starters and try to complete them out loud in your own words. Are you ready? Today I think learning English is. In my opinion, music is. Sometimes I get frustrated when. One thing I believe is. Take your time. Speak slowly. There's no pressure. This is about building fluency. One word, one sentence, one feeling at a time. In the next section, we'll explore phrasal verbs, those small, tricky combinations like wake up, look after, and give up that are used in everyday English. They might seem confusing at first, but once you learn them, they make your English sound natural and confident. So stick around. You're doing great. Let's talk about something that confuses many learners, but is essential for everyday conversation. They're small, they're everywhere, and they make English sound real. I'm talking about phrasal verbs. These are verbs combined with small words like up, out, on, or off. And together, they create a new meaning. And guess what? Native speakers use them all the time in casual conversations. So if you want to sound more natural and understand others more easily, you need to get comfortable with these little combinations. Let's begin. What is a phrasal verb? Here's a simple definition. A phrasal verb, koch, a verb plus a preposition or adverb. For example, wake up, to stop sleeping, give up, to stop trying, look after, to take care of, turn on, to start a machine, run out of, to have no more, easy, right? Let's look at some common phrasal verbs in action. Everyday morning routine. Phrasal verbs. Think about your morning. You might wake up at 7 a.m., get up and stretch, turn off your alarm, put on your clothes, head out for work. Here are some example sentences. I usually wake up at 6. It's hard to get up on Mondays. Please turn off the light. She put on her shoes and left. I'm going to head out now. These short phrases replace longer explanations. They make your English quicker and more natural. Phrasal verbs for daily life. Here are more you can use anytime. Pick up, collect. Can you pick up some milk? Drop off. Deliver or leave something. I'll drop off the package tomorrow. Run out of vastai, have nothing left. We ran out of coffee. Throw away, I discard. Don't throw away that paper. Look for Danalar search. I'm looking for my keys. Try on Danalar test clothes. I want to try on this jacket. You hear these every day. In shops, cafes, on the street. Learn just a few each week, and your understanding will grow quickly. Common conversation, phrasal verbs. Here are some that come up in casual chats. Hang out, spend time. Let's hang out this weekend. Catch up, hiders share news. We need to catch up soon. Talk about hiders, discuss. Can we talk about your idea? Bring up, introduce a topic. She brought up a good point. Come over, dear visit. Do you want to come over later? These make your conversations feel more relaxed and friendly. How to learn phrasal verbs. Effectively, don't try to memorize 100 phrasal verbs in one day. That's too much, and it won't stick. Here's a better method. Choose 3 to 5 phrasal verbs each week. Learn them with example sentences. Practice speaking them in real or imagined situations. Write them in your journal. Use them in texts or voice messages. For example, this week, wake up, run out of, hang out, look for, pick up. Practice them each day. Say them aloud. Notice when you hear them in movies or music. Soon, they'll feel natural. Practice challenge. Let's do a quick listening and speaking challenge. Listen and repeat these mini dialogues. Person A. What time do you wake up? You. I usually wake up at 7. Person A. We ran out of milk. You. I'll pick some up after work. Person A. Let's hang out tomorrow. You. Sounds great. What time? Person A. Can you look for my phone? You. Sure. Where did you last see it? Just a few words, but each response is packed with useful phrases. These are the building blocks of fluent natural English. In the final part of this series, we'll show you how to combine all the vocabulary you've learned into short conversations, and how to keep growing your vocabulary after this video. Because building your English skills is not a one-time thing. It's a daily habit, and you're already on the path. You've made it to the final part of this journey. So far, we've explored simple everyday words, common verbs and expressions, real-life phrases for shopping, travel, emotions, and those tricky little phrasal verbs. Now, it's time to put it all together. Let's take everything you've learned and bring it into the kind of real conversations you'll face every single day. Real-life mini-conversations. Let's start with a few short, natural exchanges. Try to listen first, then repeat after me. Scene. At a coffee shop. Barista. Hi there. What can I get for you today? You. Hi. I'd like a small latte, please. Barista. Anything to eat? You. No thanks, that's all. Barista. Great, that'll be $3.50. You. Here you go. Thank you. Simple, natural, everyday English. Scene. Meeting a new friend. Friend. Hey, I'm Sarah. What's your name? You. Hi Sarah, I'm David. Nice to meet you. Friend. Are you new here? You. Yes. I just moved to the city. Friend. That's cool. Want to hang out sometime? You. Sure. That sounds great. Look at all the useful vocabulary in that short chat. Nice to meet you. I just moved. Hang out. These are phrases that connect you with people, that make you sound friendly, that build confidence. Vocabulary in context. Real learning. Here's a secret. Learning lists of words isn't enough. You need to hear them, say them, feel how they work in real sentences. Let's practice that now. Try these. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. We ran out of milk. Can you pick up the kids? He put on a jacket. Let's hang out this weekend. Say them out loud with me. It doesn't matter if you're alone. The key is practice. Your voice, your rhythm, your confidence. Speak it, write it, live it. Here's how you keep growing your vocabulary. Choose a few words each day, just 3 to 5. Say them aloud. Use them in a sentence. Write a short story or journal entry. Try to speak using them in real life. Every time you do this, you're building a stronger, deeper connection with English. It's like watering a plant. Every word is a drop. Every sentence is sunlight. Every practice session is the soil. Little by little, your English grows. Confidence over perfection. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't need a huge vocabulary to be fluent. You need the right vocabulary. Words you actually use. Words that matter in real life. Words that help you connect. And more important than any word is your confidence. So if you forget a word, smile, pause, and try again. People are kind. They'll help you. They'll understand. Fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about flowing through conversation, even when it's not perfect. You did it. What's next? You've just spent time learning some of the most essential, real-life vocabulary in English. That's no small thing. It shows your commitment, your passion, your courage to grow. So, what's next? Keep practicing a few new words each day. Use what you learned in real life, even simple phrases. Watch more videos that challenge your listening and speaking. Talk to yourself in English, out loud, and celebrate your progress. Every sentence you speak is a step forward. Every mistake you make is a lesson learned. Every small success is proof that you are improving. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for your effort, your attention, and your voice. Remember, learning English is not just about memorizing words. It's about becoming someone who can express themselves clearly, connect deeply, and live confidently in a global world. You've already started that journey, and I'm so proud of you for walking it with me. Let's keep going, together. If you found this lesson helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's learning English too. We've got more lessons coming, and I can't wait to learn with you again. Until next time, keep growing, keep speaking, and keep believing. You've got this.